Hello everyone, Adam with Bishop Sheen Rosaries here, and a couple of videos ago we talked about the Franciscan Rosary and went into a little bit of the reasoning behind it and the Franciscan spirituality. And today we are going to keep that series going with the Monte Cassino Rosary, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Benedictine tradition, more contemplative prayer style. And to do so, we are going to bring in Joseph Silver, a dear friend of Bishop Sheen Rosaries and one of our Rosary Artisans, as he is going to explain a little bit more about that Benedictine spirituality and actually give us a glimpse into his own discernment and his future at Clear Creek Abbey in Oklahoma. And before we do that, just would like you to please like our videos. Thank you for being a subscriber. We now have over 200 subscribers, which is really exciting. Please feel free to share our content with those who you know would appreciate rosary content here on YouTube. Hi everyone, this is Joseph Silver, and like I said, he is one of our artisans, and he is also was in seminary, now transferring as to go finish his studies at Clear Creek Abbey in Oklahoma.
Correct.
And so I just wanted to ask real quick, what rosary do you pray with, Joseph?
I pray the good old Monte Cassino Rosary that I purchased from Bishop Sheen Rosaries 6 years ago now.
I was floored when I heard that he actually contacted me about 6 months ago, a little over half a year ago, and when I started teaching him how to make rosaries, he pulled out his Bishop Sheen from way long ago, and it's still in great condition, and he says he prays with it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was very interesting and an awesome testament to, I guess, the quality of our rosaries as well.
Absolutely. And it's been through many washing cycles, and that still holds up. So great rosaries.
Oh, we're glad to hear that. I did want to ask, why did you choose the Benedictine style or the Monte Cassino rosary?
Well, I really started praying with the Rule of St. Benedict when I was in seminary back in 2015. And it was just an incredible document that St. Benedict wrote, and it really just made my prayer life and my discernment that much better. I owe a lot of my discernment to St. Benedict and his rule. So when I found the Monte Cassino Rosary through Bishop Sheen Rosaries, I knew right away that this would aid a lot in my spiritual life.
Could you sum up in maybe one or two sentences for the layman what the Rule of St. Benedict is all about?
Of course. The Rule of St. Benedict was written by St. Benedict for his monks, and it really focuses on how to live as a monk in a community through prayer, through work, through obedience, through humility. St. Benedict touches on it all, and it's a beautiful work, really.
I think it's very interesting to hear about such a vast difference in lifestyles that we can have even here in one Holy Catholic Church. We have the Franciscans and the Benedictines and so many beautiful types of orders, and there's something so radical to me about living the monastic lifestyle. How did you choose that was the path that God was calling you to?
If it were up to me, I wouldn't choose it. I've tried for a long time to avoid this way of life, but it keeps coming back in my prayer and in my heart, and it's really God's work to put me there. It is such a radical way of life, and there's just something so beautiful about the simplicity, about the order and the structure of the Benedictine life, and there's also the challenges. Living community is not easy, but it's a way to get to heaven. So
definitely. And I've used the word contemplative before to describe the Benedictines. Is that an appropriate word?
Absolutely.
And how would you describe what it means to be contemplative and to pray in a contemplative way?
It's a perfect way to describe Benedictines is contemplative. And really the Benedictines are known for prayer and work, Ora Et Labora, which is their motto. Their prayer includes liturgical prayer. So especially Clear Creek focuses on chanting the Divine Office and the Mass. But they also really delve into contemplative prayer, the conversation with God. It's contemplating the great mysteries of our faith. And they put an emphasis on that.
Would you say the Rosary helps you in that way?
Absolutely. Being able to pray with Mary on the life of Christ is no more perfect way than to get to know our Lord.
That's awesome. I guess one of the last questions I have for you, Joseph, would be, what is your tip for people who are maybe discerning religious life or discerning their vocation, and how they can get a clearer picture of what the Lord is calling them to live?
Be honest with yourself. Be honest with God. Understand that every vocation is difficult, that you're making as many sacrifices in marriage as you are in religious life, but also pray. The Rosary has helped me tremendously in my discernment, and it's given me an incredible peace about my vocation that I haven't experienced before.
I can definitely attest to all vocations having their own sacrifices, being a married man myself, but it is a wonderful thing, the diversity of the vocations and the religious orders and the different spiritualities in our church. And it's so great to hear from someone like Joseph, who is pretty convicted on his path forward, especially with the Clear Creek Benedictines. So please pray for Joseph. If you want to support Joseph in his efforts to get to his vocation a little quicker, he is actually raising funds with the Labouré Society, which helps pay off some of our debts before we can enter into religious order. We want to go in with no burden to that order. So we'll put the link down below if you would like to support Joseph in that way. And we want once again ask you to pray for him, pray for all those discerning all religious vocations. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we sign off today?
Pray the Rosary. Absolutely pray the Rosary.
Awesome. And that's from somebody who's been praying on the same one for more than 6 years now. So thank you so much for joining us, Joseph. God bless you all, and have a very great day. Thanks for sticking to the end of our video. From us to you, through Mary.